As part of Archery Talk's 2017 hunting bow project, we've done 6 review videos of flagship bows that you can find on our YouTube and Facebook channels. And now we're looking at some head-to-head comparisons. This time we've got the Bowtech Reign 6 versus the Prime Centergy Hybrid. Both bows are dressed in a QED drop-away rest and share a bee stinger counterside stabilizer. The Bowtech has the Trophy Ridge React H5 sight, while the Centergy Hybrid has a Spot Hog Hunter. The Bowtech Reign 6 has an axle-to-axle length of 32 5/8 inches, a brace height of 6 inches, an IBO rated speed of 350 feet per second, and a mass weight of 4.3 pounds. The Prime Centergy Hybrid has an axle-to-axle length of 35 1/4 inches, a brace height of 6 inches, an IBO rated speed of 338 feet per second, and a mass weight of 4.5 pounds. To test for speed, we ran each bow through a chrono using a Gold Tip Valkyrie 4-fletched arrow that weighs 398 grains. We have each bow set up at 60 pounds of draw weight and 29 1/2 inches of draw length. The Bowtech saw an average speed of 302 feet per second in the performance setting and 293 feet per second in the comfort setting. The Centergy Hybrid saw an average of 285 feet per second. The Centergy Hybrid is a very easy bow to draw, though there is a noticeable dump into the valley. The valley gives you room to relax at full draw without worrying about the bow being jumpy. I have this bow set up with limb stops, which offer a rock-solid back wall. But if you like a bit of give to the wall, cable stop options also come standard. The draw cycle of the Reign 6 is understandably aggressive in the performance setting. It's a fairly stiff draw with a bigger dump into the valley than I'm really comfortable with. Once you're in the valley, it's quite easy to hold on to, and the wall is fairly firm for a cable stop bow. If you want to switch over to the comfort setting, this bow gets much easier to draw, though there is still that same dump into the valley. When it comes to grip, the Prime Centergy Hybrid is the clear winner for me. In fact, it's got my favorite grip of any of the 6 hunting bows I've tested this year. It's nice and flat in the front with slightly rounded edges and is fairly narrow, and whatever the design is, it fits my hand perfectly. The grip on the Reign 6 is on the opposite end of the spectrum for me. It's much more rounded than I would normally like. It is narrow, which I'm normally a fan of, but for whatever reason, when I'm at full draw, it doesn't feel as stable in my hand as I would like it to. As for accuracy, the Reign 6 put together some really nice groups for me, even out to long range, though it doesn't suffer my mistakes. Out to 60 yards, I shot some of my best groups with this bow, but I also shot some of my worst. It's not fair to blame the bow for my failings, but I did not find the Reign 6 as forgiving as some other bows I tested. The Centergy Hybrid, on the other hand, worked really well for me and was noticeably more forgiving. The bow's 35-inch length has some added stability that helped me shoot very consistently out to my bottom pin at 60 yards. I would have no issue setting this bow up for 3D or spots and using it all year round. When it comes to tunability, Bowtech really seems to get things right. I like the fact that it has yokes on top and bottom so you can make minute adjustments to arrow flight. It also has some very cool technology with the micro-sync dial. This allows you to dial in cam timing without using a bow press. A couple of clicks on the top or bottom micro-sync dial and you are good to go without having to make a costly trip to a dealer if you don't happen to own your own press. While the Prime doesn't have the same amount of options for tuning as the Bowtech has, it was probably my easiest bow to set up. With almost no effort on my part, this bow was punching bullet holes through paper and slapping broadheads together at 20 yards. Fit and finish on both the Reign 6 and the Centergy Hybrid is excellent, but for me I'll give the slightest edge to the Bowtech. I really like the look of the Cryptek Raid camo on the Reign 6, and it's holding up extremely well after months of shooting. I'm seeing a little serving separation on one of the cables, but it's very minor. The Centergy Hybrid looks sharp dressed in First Light camo, and the strings, cables, and servings are not showing anywhere after a couple months of shooting. The only problem I'm really having with this bow is that the side plates on both sides of the grip are a little loose and rattle around when I'm shooting. With an MSRP of $999, the Bowtech Reign 6 comes in $100 less than the Centergy Hybrid. When you throw in technology like the micro-sync dial or the comfort and performance flip disc technology, the Bowtech has a lot of value and I think wins this category. However, you can't overlook the Prime, which offers a very cool feature of offering you new strings and cables every 2 years. It's time to pick a winner, and this is a tough choice for me because these are 2 very good bows. I love the performance and speed of the Bowtech and its versatility as a tuning bow, but I can't get over how much I like the Prime's grip and how stable it feels for me at full draw and the accuracy I'm seeing from it. However, if you don't really want a 35-inch bow and you don't mind a rounded grip, the Bowtech Reign 6 is a fine choice.